Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Valeria, and before I start this reading, I want again to thank all of you who are watching and who are subscribing to my channel. I absolutely love and adore you. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me. So for today's video, we're going to do an 18 plus video. So if you are not 18 or older, I advise you to click off this video because we are going to get into what your person's late night thoughts are about you. So first of all, we will have a look at what this connection exactly is and who this person is, just to get kind of into the vibe of you and your person. We're going to have a look at more in general what they think about you late at night, and at the end we're going to get into the 18 plus stuff, and I also have some messages for that as well. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, and for personal readings, you can check out the description box down below. Also, feel free to claim any messages from this reading, and if you hear something during this reading that you'd like to change, remember that pick-a cards like these only predict the most likely outcome, and you still have the power to change your future. Nothing is set in stone, is what I always say. So for this reading, we have 4 piles to choose from, as you can see. Each pile is represented by a crystal, by a card, and also by a word or a message. So these words or messages could represent you or your person. So these words might just help you identify which pile suits the best for you. So for pile number 1 here, we have the Angel Aura Quartz with the message Intelligent. For pile number 2 with Spiritual, we have the Clear Quartz. For pile number 3 with Art Lover, we have the Purple Aura Quartz. And with the message Atheist, we have the Raw Selenite. So you can pause the video if you need to meditate on the cards. Just take your time. I will also give you some time in this video to meditate with some music if that is what you prefer. Once you have selected your pile, you can skip to your reading using the timestamps I will provide for you down below. And once you have done so, I will see you in your reading. Hello there, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's get started, and like I said in the introduction already, I'm first going to have a look at who this person is exactly and how your connection is. So with the message here, Intelligent, I definitely feel that that is how your person sees you, as someone who is really intelligent. And as the card that represents your person, we have the Hermit, so they could be a Virgo. First of all, they don't necessarily have to be, but I do see that this person is someone who is turned on by intelligence, by being, book smart and being smart, but also emotional intelligence is something that they really appreciate in people. I see that their connections, this person is someone who has mostly just connections that are based upon something deep, so they don't really have any shallow connections. They would prefer to only be around people who they have a genuine deep connection with. So that is something very, very important to your person, that they can only be with or be around people that they are genuinely interested in, and they find the search for knowledge very important, is what I am hearing. So your person does think that you are intelligent because they really appreciate intelligence themselves. They probably also are pretty smart, although I do feel that they're quite humble about how they speak about themselves, because we have the star here that the Hermit is carrying. It's in this lantern. So it feels like they see themselves as a star, but a star in a lantern that is confined. So they are quite humble about themselves and about their intelligence, about their skills, and about who they are. So I don't necessarily feel that that is just tied into or that's connected to any insecurity, but it's more like they are just naturally a very humble person. They also in that way also do not really care much about like the material wealth or achievements of other people, because like I said before, your person really appreciates deep connections based upon something that's real, not something shallow. So that is why they see themselves, why they are humble, and why they do not care if other people like try to impress others by their money or by their status or by whatever it is that they own or whoever it is that they are. So they are in that way very grounded, very down to earth, which is also typically Virgo. So definitely Virgo energy over here. I also see that your person is kind of a loner. They might have been alone in their life for a long time, especially when it comes to like relationships, because they simply need that deep connection with someone in order to get romantically involved with them. They cannot get into relationship with someone based off on looks and physical attraction alone. So your person really cares about all of that, which I find really beautiful actually. So let's get a little bit deeper into what your person thinks about you and what their late night thoughts are about you. And because this person of yours is so intellectual, I definitely feel that they have also very like intelligent like dreams about you as well, in a way that again it's not shallow. It's they think about you late at night in a way that is based upon something, like I said before. Is not because they're just attracted to you physically and they just want to be with you and they want to sleep with you, but it's actually based upon much more than that. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, so again we have earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus as well. So you could be any of those signs, but I definitely feel that this is your person's energy as well. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, again, someone who is emotionally intelligent. They see you as someone who is nurturing. Maybe you are a parent, or you're taking care of children or pets in any kind of way, or you're just a very nurturing friend and person in general, and they really appreciate that in you. Because I don't even really know why that is, but they really appreciate that about you, probably because they see that you being caring and nurturing for other people comes from a very pure place. It comes from your heart, and you're not like faking it, you know? You're not faking being caring for other people, or to when you ask how someone's day has been, or what they're thinking of, and if they're all right, they know that you are genuinely interested in that, and that you're not just saying it because you want to come across in a certain way. We also have the Eight of Cups here. So with the Eight of Cups, it's either like, we also have the Moon in both of these cards, so it's like either your person feels rejected by you, or they reject themselves already. They already reject themselves for you, if you get what I mean. So they think that you will reject them, so that is why they won't even try to get really close to you. I also just noticed that in both the Hermit and the Eight of Cups there is a cane here. So these cards, like based upon like visuals, they look pretty similar. So it's like your person has been walking alone for a long time, and they do truly desire to be with someone, but they're scared that other people are going to disappoint them, or that they are not going to be good enough for other people as well, because they know that they are someone who's really unique, very original, someone who follows their own their own path, their own beliefs, and they know that not everyone can deal with their authenticity. So that is why they struggle to create connections with others, and why they would also struggle to, for example, walk up to you and tell you how they feel, because they're scared that you won't understand them. But there is a part of them in their subconscious that knows that you will understand them, because you are the Queen of Pentacles. So they are like, if there is anyone who would understand me, it's pile number one. But then, like, their ego, like those thoughts, they are telling them that they're not good enough and that you will not accept them. The next card we have is the Temperance card. So even though your person might not be totally convinced about, the two of you should be together, or that you reciprocate their feelings, they do imagine the two of you being in harmony and being in union. They do desire to have a relationship with you. So this is definitely something that they imagine late at night, to basically have an harmonious relationship where you can have conversations that stimulate both of you, like intelligently and emotionally as well, that you can talk openly about your feelings, about your insecurities, and anything you feel vulnerable at, and that you just feel comfortable in each other's presence. I'm also getting the feeling of feeling at home in a place. So maybe your person would like to go over to your place and then stay there, talking all night, or maybe the other way around, that they wish that you would come to their house, because they feel very comfortable with you. They feel very comfortable in a place where you are comfortable as well. So that is why I was saying that they would like to go to your house, because that's obviously where you would feel comfortable. And I also see that they want to discover why it is that you are such a kind and nurturing person, because they know that such kindness is created out of difficult times. It's created from overcoming challenges and learning lessons. So they know that kindness is not a weakness, but it's a sign of strength, because you're strong enough to show people kindness, even though you know how mean or how bad, like, people in the world can be. So they, late at night, they imagine having a lot of conversations with you. Then we have a Hierophant. So with this card, even during the day, they are thinking about you a lot. They are having daydreams about you. They imagine themselves like being committed to you in a relationship. So marriage, for if you are interested in marriage, they definitely want that. And otherwise, they just want that committed relationship with you and with no one else. So they really want to spend the rest of their lives with someone, and they see you as that potential someone they can spend their whole lives with. They see you, or they imagine you in their late night thoughts, as someone they can trust, someone they can pour their heart out to. Is that the correct way to say it? I think so. They want to pour out their heart and show their vulnerable side to you. And then we have the Four of Swords. So also with this one underneath the Eight of Cups, again, I feel that there is something that is holding them back, that is keeping them at a standstill. So if you are in like separation or no communication with this person, that is definitely what I'm seeing here as well, that there's something going on that keeps them stuck, which is likely related to their thoughts, like I said before, to their ego, feeling that they will not have what it is that they want. But that does not stop them from thinking about you late at night and thinking about the two of you together. And again, them imagining you getting married or like having children together or moving in together, adopting a pet together. They see all these things. They see themselves doing these things with you. And at the back of the deck we have the Magician. So although these two cards here are showing up and they're saying that there is indeed something in their way, or it's something that keeps them occupied as well. With the Magician energy, they definitely have the drive and the motivation to move forward towards you. So even though they are not sure of themselves, they do have those late night thoughts, they do have those daydreams, and they really wish they could gather up the courage and the strength to approach you. But like I said before, this person is the hermit. They're kind of a loner. They really like to just be in the presence of their own energy and only connect with people who they feel, or only be around people they feel like a genuine connection with. So this person might just not be that kind of loud, extroverted person that always says what they are thinking, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. This person, they have this beautiful mind, but that is why it's taking them a little bit longer to really show you and really express what it is that is going on with them. So they might have some difficulties in their family going on at this moment as well, so that is why they are quiet. But just know and just trust that your person is thinking about you late at night and during the day as well. So let's shuffle some oracle cards before we get into the juicy stuff. For pile number 1, what are their person's late night thoughts about them? I'm also getting that at times your person cries because of like this connection with you, and because like they feel that they're like in some way failing or not good enough. So late at night they sometimes just cry and let it all out, and that is basically their way of dealing with the situation. Some people, they like to talk about it, some people like to do sports and go running and things like that, and other people just cry, and that is kind of your person's method of dealing with this. So what else is their person thinking? We have activated earth, powerful places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So this is a very beautiful card. To me, this is saying that your person is on a very important path at this moment, which also, I think the 8 of Cups also fits very well with this story as well. They are on a specific path of life, of like self-discovery, on a journey of themselves where they have to, discover just themselves and a part of themselves. So that is what they are mainly occupied with. They're really concentrating and focusing on themselves because they are aware that there is something about them that they need to work on in order to be compatible with you and just with a romantic relationship in general. And they feel like they genuinely believe that they are on some kind of spiritual journey that, or like a pilgrimage that they need to fulfill. So I'm not saying that's necessarily true, because this is just what your person is thinking, but they have this conviction that they are on some kind of pilgrimage and that they have to do something or have to accomplish something, and they have to realize something so that they can become empowered and enlightened as well. I'm feeling this very strongly, that your person is, they believe they are on some important path in life, some important spiritual path. It's really interesting. They might be, actually, with the light here coming down, they might be like communicating with ETs or with their ancestors or spirit guides and angels and beings in the astral realm in general. Those beings are likely communicating with your person through the dream state, but also during meditation. So your person feels like there's a very heavy weight on their shoulders, and because of the knowledge that your person has, they know that they need someone, or that people like you is what the world and what they need, because you are so warm, you are so nurturing and so caring, and they see that you are like the type of people that the world needs at this moment as well. So they are very much aware of, you know, whatever is going on in their life. Let's have another card. And then we'll get some messages. Okay, we have the card within the next few weeks. So I'm getting a very specific message over here. I'm getting that your person might have actually maybe they went on a vacation or a journey, or like I said, a pilgrimage, that they actually physically went somewhere and that they kind of went MIA and you're not really communicating with them. If that's the case, they will return within the next few weeks. They will come back within the next few weeks. I'm getting like at least 2 weeks. They will be back, and they will let you know that they're back as well. If they did not physically go on a journey, but they still are MIA, you still don't communicate with them, and you don't hear about them a lot, again, within the next few weeks, they will send you some kind of message, or they will let you know about something. It's just that they are, like I said, they're on a journey right now, and they don't feel like they have the room or like the time to be spending on someone else. Not to say that you are unworthy of them, or that that's what they think, but it's just that the best thing for the both of you is for your person now to focus on themselves and not to bring you into the equation as well, because they know that there is something that they need to do. They need to take care of it, and only later do they believe it's the right time to approach you with, or like just text you in some kind of way. So within the next few weeks, they will contact you and tell you something. They will like say, hey, I'm back, or hey, you want to go out for a drink, or they will just ask you, how are you doing? So again, I definitely feel like there are angels helping him. I don't know why I said him. Maybe because it's, for most of you, we are talking about a male. But angels are guiding your person, and that is why they know that this is also very important for them to fulfill, like, because they truly believe they are on some spiritual journey. So let's have some messages now about what your person's late night thoughts are, what they think about you, and so forth. Here we go. Let's start with this one. It's Leo. So you or your person might be a Leo. Although I definitely feel that your person is more like of that Virgo energy, but again, it's a general reading. I can't stand the days living without you. So if your person, you are indeed not in communication with them, and they are far away, or they seem to be ignoring you in some kind of way, just know that it's like killing them as well. So they know that at this moment they can't be with you, but at the same time they can't be without you either. It's really hurting them as well. Even if they are not telling you about this, even if they are not, if you are not aware that it's killing them, that they can be without you, even if you don't know that, that is what truly is going on in their mind. they might actually see you as someone with this Leo energy here, as someone who is a leader, someone who is very independent, someone who is in charge of their life. Like you might have some kind of success in like your personal life or in your career, and your person really admires that you are able to be such a leader and to inspire people as well by just, you know, being that natural leader that you are. This message says, the pain from the past is not letting me go. Will you help me? So again, they're struggling with something. It might be something that they experienced in their past, in their childhood, or it's something that they experienced with you, and you are like their medicine. You have an energy that helps them and that heals them, and that is like, again, that's that nurturing energy and that caring energy that they love so much about you. So that is again the reason why they feel such a deep connection with you, because your energy heals them. It's like, I'm hearing that you understand what it is that they are going through or what it is that they are feeling. If they have not like told you this, you know, this is honestly what they are thinking. They honestly experience it like this, that you heal them in some kind of way. And then we have, I like seeing you undress. So that's also a part of their late night thoughts. So I think that would be a good transition to get into the more juicy stuff. So I will clear the table and we will get into the second part of the reading. Alright, pile number 1, let's get started with the 18 plus part. So what are pile number 1's late night thoughts? Or that person's late night thoughts? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Again, there's this home energy. They imagine themselves being at your place and, you know, making love to you as well. Next up we have the 8 of Wands. So yeah, that's kind of a similar energy as well. In both of these pictures, the woman is topless. So if you are a female, they definitely love your chest. They imagine, you know, that's in their thoughts late at night. We also have the Strength card, and like I mentioned strength before as well, your person admires your strength, and they also imagine you using that strength and that Leo energy that you embody in the bedroom as well. So they would like you to be a little bit dominant and just to be very active in the bedroom as well, and saying what it is that you like or what it is that they that you want them to do to you, basically. So they really like this energy. Like they really love it when you feel empowered, and that is what they imagine as well, that you are feeling like a goddess, you're feeling like a god, you are so empowered, you feel confident about like who you are, about your body as well. And they are so, it's like they're very much like enchanted by you. That is what's happening in their late night thoughts. And even though I see that their thoughts, they start off as you just having a conversation, maybe having some dinner as well, just casually talking, and then it slowly goes towards being more flirtatious and touching each other a little bit more. And from there on out, like they see like you taking the lead in the situation. Next card we have is the Fool. So they also imagine themselves taking a leap of faith towards you and approaching you, basically. And like I said, they really admire your leadership, so they enjoy it when you take the lead. But in all honesty, they would also like it to take the lead themselves. So that is something that they want to try out. That's, like I said, not really in their nature to be so dominant and to be like to take the lead, but they would really like to do that with you because they feel comfortable in doing that with you as well. So I'm seeing in their late night thoughts, you're also spending a lot of quality time together, like I was saying, talking, a lot of like teasing and touching, especially in the chest area. Let's see what else we have. We have the Judgment card. So let's see. With the Judgment card, it's like they see you as definitely a potential partner that they could be with for the rest of their lives. All right, we have the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So there's a lot of your person admires you a lot as well. They admire you for your passion, for your talent, for your intelligence as well, which is already what came up before as well. And again, in all these cards, it's like the man is like watching the woman and really like adoring her. And also again, chest area is highlighted here a lot. So your person just wants to adore you. They want to just feel you. They want to touch your skin, and not necessarily in like an erotic way, but they just imagine you laying there naked and to just touch every single part of your body. And that is what they imagine late at night. They believe that you were brought together for a reason. They might even want to have children with you or to raise pets with you. I believe I said that before as well, that you come across as someone who's very nurturing to children and to animals. So they admire that in you. They want to start that kind of life with you as well. They are also very open. They're open-minded about trying new things in the bedroom as well. So if there's something that you are into, but they have never tried before, they want to try that out as well. Because they see you as someone who's like very seductive, someone who stands in their own power. Like I said before, really like a goddess or a god. And they find that really inspiring about you. And you are really highlighted in their fantasies and in their thoughts as some kind of goddess or god. Let's see what else we have here. Alright, let's I'm going to shuffle one more oracle card and then we're going to get into the other messages. So for pile number 1, about their person's late night thoughts about them. Let's have one more card. Oh my god, you know, I just heard that they would really like for you to sit on their face. So that is just an extra message that came out. Oh my god. They would really love that, especially if you are naked. Okay, so claim that message if you want to claim it. What else do we have for pile number 1? Alright, let's take this one. And we have the card Blood over here. So with this card talks about sacrifice, but if I'm looking at this card within this reading, what I'm seeing is that your person, they get pleasure out of seeing you get pleasure. They get happy and they get turned on if they see that you are living your best life and you're having a good time, you're having fun, and you are like being pleasured. That is something that they enjoy to think about, because as well in all these cards you see a lot of like one person, especially like the man adoring the woman, and your person is like that as well, that they just want to adore you, they want to please you, they want to pleasure you, and like doing that already is what turns them on. Basically, they get turned on by you getting pleasured by them, basically. So that's really beautiful. It again really reminds me of Virgo energy again. So a lot of like Virgo over here. So take that however it resonates. Let's get our last messages now for today. All right, I'm going to get those. We have butt, so they like your butt. Again, I was saying they would like it if you would sit on their face. Then we have player. Okay, interesting. So they see you as someone who has a lot of experience already in like the whole romance and sexual department. Basically, they see you as someone who has experience in that. So I don't know, like if you do sometimes, you know, it could be that they see that in that way, that you have a lot of experience, but it does not necessarily have to be like that. Then we have date night. So again, I already said that before, they imagine the two of you like talking and having dinner, and just from there on out it becomes like more flirtatious and more sexual and such. Then we have slow and steady. So your person would like to go slow and steady with you, and they are definitely the steady, stable kind of person that would indeed just take it one step at a time and not rush into anything. This might also kind of be the reason why they feel kind of not good enough for you, because to them you come across as someone who's very experienced, someone who knows a lot about like sexuality, who knows a lot about themselves, who feels just like a god or a goddess. And they are someone who is like more down to earth, more like let's take things one step at a time. They cannot really fake passion or interest like that. So that could be the reason why they like see you in such a high regard, and then speak so humbly about themselves, and you know, don't feel good enough for you. And we have as last imagine. So yeah, they are imagining a lot of things about, well, not like a lot of things, but they do it like really often. They imagine the two of you being together, like I said, in their late night thoughts, but also in their daydreams. They just play that movie over and over again, where you start talking over dinner first, and then you start undressing each other, and they just get to admire you and please you and make you feel like a goddess or a god. So that is the whole reading for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you liked it and it resonated for you as well. In case it did, you can leave a like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in more videos like this. Bye guys! Hello, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started and have a look at what your person's late night thoughts are about you. So first of all, with the clear quartz and with the spiritual message here, your person does see you as someone who's not just like spiritual, but someone who's also pretty psychic. so you might actually be a psychic. You might like do tarot readings or any kind of divination, meditation, that kind of stuff. Or you're just like someone who comes across as someone who's just really enlightened and very calm and like with a very high vibration. So your person really recognizes that in you, that you are you have such a clear energy that's really as it like you are this crystal, like you're really a clear channel, and they also admire how transparent you are, is also a message that I'm getting. So this card is going to represent your person. So we have the Five of Wands. So that's interesting. So with the Five of Wands, this person is someone who, first of all, tends to get themselves in some like petty fights or arguments at times because they are very passionate. They are very passionate about themselves and they love themselves a lot as well. So they respect themselves, they stand up for themselves, but they also stand up for other people. So that is why they might get themselves into discussions or arguments a little bit too often than is good for them. They are also someone who's very competitive. Also amongst friends, they like to compete, you know, just friendly competitions. Maybe they place bets or have game nights, or they like game together on some kind of online game or multiplayer. And yeah, they are someone who is ready to fight. Like whenever someone they care about gets like attacked or gets like is being insulted or something, they are always there to help them. They always step up for the people who like cannot stand up for themselves or who cannot defend themselves. They have this it's very cute because it's like, yes, they do stand up for others when they cannot when those people cannot stand up for themselves, but they're also kind of stubborn and, you know, a little bit reckless in that. So that's really cute. Okay, let's see more about what your person's late night thoughts are about you now that we kind of have a picture about who your person is. Pile number 2. I see. So I guess they are the troublemaker and you seem to be the mediator, pile number 2, or at least that's how they see you. They are the troublemaker and you are the one who gets them out of trouble or like who calms them down. We have the Emperor and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this person feels like you do not spend enough time with them. That is coming through very strongly. They think that they just want more of your time and more of your attention. They're kind of like this little child who does feel like they do not get enough attention from their parents because their parents have to like take care of like, you know, adult things, like they have to go to work and they have to do things around the house and then they don't have time to play with their child. So that's kind of how your person is, because look at how this guy is moping. It's like your person is like, pile number 2 does not want to hang out with me, but I really want to hang out with pile number 2. But even though, like, again with the Emperor, we have Aries energy. Like I said, that they were a little bit stubborn, so they might be an Aries or have them and have that placement anywhere in their chart, but they are like they want to spend more time with you, but they probably won't say that to you like directly. They will kind of act like they're the Emperor, you know, that they're this tough, cool guy or girl, and you know, it does not really bother them that you do not have enough time for them. They don't really show that to you, but it's like because of their pride and because they're so stubborn, they're like, they don't tell you about it, actually. They don't tell you about how they truly feel because it would hurt their pride. But I see that in their late night thoughts, actually, they see themselves as the emperor, as someone who. They see themselves as the person who just wins you over, basically. So it's kind of like they are some kind of, prince or princess that wins over your heart, basically. So that's how they see the two of you in their late night thoughts. They are like, they're trying to impress you in their late night thoughts, and you are obviously so impressed by them, and then they sweep you off your feet and then, I don't know, go to a castle or go on a getaway, and just, that's how they see it. I'm also getting that your person is quite impatient. So even though your person thinks that you do not spend enough time with them, you might not agree with that, and you feel like you spend a lot of time with them. So if that is the case, like, the reason why your person actually feels like this is simply because they're like impatient. Like I said, they're kind of like that child that feels like they do not get enough attention. So it's not that you're not giving them the attention, but they're just impatient about it. They're like, if I want it now, like, I will have it now. That is how they show up as. And in their late night thoughts about you, you always have time for them. Each time they propose something, they ask you out and ask you to go somewhere to do something, you always say yes in their dreams and in their thoughts. You're always up for it, you always make the time, you always want to hang out with them. If you have plans with other people, you cancel those plans and you hang out with this person. That is how they see the two of you in their late night thoughts. The next card we have is the Lovers, but don't worry, even though this person might be a little bit stubborn and impatient, they do have a very big love for you. Also with the feather here in the card, they see you as, I'm hearing Romeo and Juliet, so it's like you are like the Juliet to their Romeo, or their Romeo to their Juliet. It's like they really see you as a couple, like a very unique couple. You're like couple goals is how your person sees the two of you. And maybe you're not a couple yet, or you're not dating yet, but this is how your person envisions the two of you in their head, as this beautiful couple that is, stunning when it comes to, physical attributes and such. And that people look up to you, people find you inspiring, you're so great together, you look so great together, everyone is like jealous of you, they will also want to, be in a couple like you are. And they, like I said, they do have some pride, they do kind of indulge in their dreams with you about that. So they do have that love, don't worry, they do have that desire to be with you. And honestly, they do kind of feel childlike. I would not necessarily say childish, but they do have that childlike, those childlike ways in which they indeed are impatient and really desire to be with you no matter what it takes. So they might have still some growing up to do when it comes to how a real relationship works. So the next card we have is the Queen of Wands, and like, I am not surprised because they see you as the Queen of Wands. Like, they see themselves as the Emperor and you as the Queen of Wands. So I do think those two go really well together because they're both passionate. They both are very physically attractive, and I also see that, well, your person sees you as someone who is also like sexually very attractive and maybe even sexually active as well, or just someone who is very experienced in that field, so that might, you might resonate with that or not, but this is how your person sees you. And they see you as a queen, they see you as a god or as a goddess. And yeah, it's like the other image that I'm getting is like Daenerys Targaryen, like not in like towards the ending of the series, but still somewhere in the middle where like everyone just adored her, everyone, like all the guys wanted to be with her, and she was so beautiful and so powerful and so smart. That is also how your person sees you. And again, here with the black cat, there's that spirituality again with the card here as well. So again, they see that you have some connection to the spiritual. You might be a witch, you might create like potions or spells or do some kind of earth magic is what I'm getting. And they find that very interesting. They find that side of you that's interested in the occult. They find that like so intriguing and so mysterious, and that is really one of the reasons why you draw them in. The last tarot card over here is the Three of Wands. So again, they see themselves in their late night thoughts sweeping you off your feet because they are so great. Like I said, they are like the knight in shining armor, or like the prince on the white horse, and they want to like impress you, they want to conquer you, they want to show you that there is no one like them. And again, they feel a little bit impatient about their conquest that they are on, because it seems like you are not very easily impressed by the things that they do. So that's also one of the reasons why they feel a little bit, where they're moping a little bit with this card over here, because it seems that you're not really responding much to their advances. But I just feel like you're not doing that on purpose, like necessarily. It's more that that's just the way they see it. So in their thoughts, what they imagine, again, is you accepting them and you being impressed by them, by who they are. And again, maybe this is a part of them that needs to grow up a little bit, that you can, like, true, like, deep connections are not just made, or are not built based upon like physical attraction alone, and about what what you can offer someone. Like a romantic relationship, it's not a business relationship. It's not about what you can offer other people or about how good the sex is going to be. Like, sure, maybe those things do play a role, but that's not what like I said, a deep, genuine connection is based upon. I will shuffle some more oracle cards now. Sorry, and then we'll get some messages as well. Alright, I did not even ask the question yet, and the cards already flew around. So for pile number 2, what are their person's late night thoughts about them? Any more information about their late night thoughts? Right, there we go. We have the card Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So again, with that phrase, learning how to be human, it's that energy that I was picking up on, that your person kind of needs to learn how to be mature. And maybe on some level they are aware of that as well. And they see that also with you being represented by the Queen of Wands, that you can be a very good teacher in that regard, to become like a little bit more mature. Like I was saying before, that they have some childlike qualities, or maybe some beliefs that are very simple, and there's much more to the world and to a relationship than that they believe there is. So they see you as a teacher in some way as well, although I feel like this is more in their subconscious than that is like really in their conscious. So it's more in their subconscious than in their conscious thoughts. But that is probably also why they are so drawn to you, because you are someone who is grounded. You are someone who is obviously human. Like, you're not pretending to be someone you're not just so that you can impress someone, or just so you can get into a relationship with someone. I see you as someone who is like honest about that, and who is truthful, and does not necessarily pretend to be someone else. Whereas your person over here is kind of putting on like an act or a facade to impress you, right? So I think that the key to indeed sweeping you off your feet is that they just be themselves, and that they don't like overreact so much and try so hard, basically. But of course they have to figure that out on their own, unless this is someone who is like cross-watching or something. But otherwise they would have to figure it out on their own. But now you just know that this is what's going on in their mind. Like, they're too concerned about how other people see them. Like, they're in this bubble, and they're too concerned about how people view them, and they need to be more aware of who they are, and really ground themselves in this world and in this reality. So that is an extra message for you, so you know what's like really going on. But like I said, in their subconscious, they do know that they need to ground themselves. So if it's in their subconscious, then it will also like penetrate into their conscious as well. So don't worry about that. They won't stay a child forever. The next card we have is Big Happy Changes. Exactly. So with this card, first of all, what I want to say is that for you, pile number 2, blessings are on their way. Like, big happy changes are on their way. So if you were wondering about something, or if you were manifesting something, this is just like an extra message thrown in there. Yes, big happy changes and blessings and rewards are coming your way. But this card in this reading is saying that indeed your person is going to mature a little bit more. They are going to realize what the key to your heart is, and that by simply being themselves, they actually impress you the most. So they will be like, oh, I did not even think it would be this easy. I just have to be myself. Who would have thought? So that is how they are. Like, this card is representing like their energy. Like, when they realize that they just have to be be themselves around you, they're going to throw their hands up in the sky and be like, yes, I finally figured it out. I finally solve this riddle. I now know how to like impress pile number 2. I finally know what they want from me, and they're so happy. And there are going to be a lot of changes within them. So within them, there are going to be a lot of changes, which is going to help you. I mean, it's helping them, but it's helping your connection as well, because like I said, they are becoming a bit more mature. And yeah. Okay, let's have a look at some more messages, and after this we're going to get into the more 18 plus juicy stuff. Let's have these, and also some other words. Let's have one more. This one. Okay, let's have a look at these first. So we have athletic. So your person is likely someone who is athletic or who is really into sports. I'm getting things like running, that they might be into that. They're like really athletic, or like fitness. Not necessarily, like they could be like have a lot of muscles and such, or be toned, or they could be someone who is really into sports, that they really go to the gym a lot, or they are very good at a sport, at something. Then we have toxic. So I mean, toxic is a very broad term, and I don't want you to get triggered from this, because this is just this is representing their, you know, that childlike energy that I was talking about before, that they first need to grow up. But you know, these words are not like that specific, but with that word toxic, I'm like picking up that, like, again, they are some kind of troublemaker. They get themselves into too much trouble than is good for them, but they are resolving that as well. And look, they also have these deep feelings about you. So I feel that honestly, in their very deep, especially like once they are kind of drowsy, if they start thinking about you, then their like thoughts and their dreams are a little bit different, because then those deep feelings that they have for you, they come more to the surface. So then your person is more getting into like what they really feel for you. So it's not about that they have to impress you and sweep you off your feet and be some kind of emperor or like prince or king or queen, but then they really realize what it is that they feel for you, and that's then what the dream is going to be about. So we're going to get deeper into that with the other cards as well. We had a beautiful tragic love affair. So sometimes your person does get a little bit down about the fact that they do not seem to be able to impress you. And then they start doubting themselves. They're like, is it me? Am I not good enough? Am I just a child? Am I not mature enough? Maybe they start asking themselves things like, do I not have enough money? Do I not have a job that's good enough? And the song that came up in my mind is Fuck You by CeeLo Green, where he sings about, I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. So, and that is how your person starts to feel that, well, maybe they're not good enough for you because they're not the type of person that you would like. So they start beating themselves up about this, which is, of course, it's not helping them at all, because this is just like those inner demons that start talking to them and start telling lies, basically. This love feels real. It's unlike anything I've experienced before. So see, at the same time, they have these deep feelings for you that they cannot resist. So I feel definitely that they are going to get out of this this moping energy and feeling down and feeling sad, feeling not good enough, and that they will accept their deep feelings for you more and more. And in that way, they will like start to heal those parts of themselves as well. So with all that being said, let's get into all the juicy stuff. So I'm going to clear these cards and then I will see you in a second. Alright, let's get started with the real 18 plus stuff about what their late night thoughts about you are, pile number 2. Let's see, we have the Two of Swords. So, okay. First of all, I do feel that their insecurities and them feeling unworthy sometimes also pops up in their nightmares. First of all, that they like get rejected by you because you think that they're not good enough, because that you think that they're too immature for you. So that's the first thing that comes up. And that's, by the way, not something that they actually enjoy. Like I said, it's more of a nightmare. We have the Stars. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, even though they do have those fears that you would reject them, they do have, again, deep feelings for you. Those feelings are so deep that they don't even know where they come from, and they don't know how to address them or to how to deal with them. So you really trigger those feelings in them, but they don't know, like I said, they don't know how to react to it. It's like they look at you, they have these feelings, but they cannot process those. So it's not those, because they can process it, it does not really like enter their conscious mind, you know? It's like they do feel it like on like a more subconscious level, but they can't admit that to themselves yet. The next cards we have are the Queen of Cups. So again, they see you as someone who can teach them a lot, someone who can make you grounded, like we saw here before. Someone who can make them grounded, sorry. Then we have the Five of Wands. Again, Five of Wands, which represented their energy. And we have the Four of Wands. So the Five of Wands is again showing that self-destructive thinking that they have. What if pile number 2 is with someone else? What if they are better off with someone else than with me? What if I am not good enough? What if I am not experienced enough? What if I'm too immature? And all these things, they have all these things in their late night thoughts about you. So their late night thoughts, they're filled with like being attracted to you, having these deep feelings for you that they don't want to admit to themselves, and at the same time like being feeling unworthy. So it goes back and forth between these three things, that they do honestly feel something for you, they want to be with you, and they enjoy spending time with you, but at the same time they're so scared that you reject them as well, or that that they are not good enough for you. So like their thoughts are filled with all of this. But let's see, the sun, see, we have the star and the sun. So like I said, they do truly feel something for you, but it's not really, they don't want to admit that to themselves. And that is not, I'm not like judging them in any kind of way, because sometimes whether they're feelings or like traumas of the past, or even like current situations, sometimes they're too difficult to deal with, so we just shut them out. And your person is really struggling with this, but also like take this kind of as a compliment though, pile number 2, that you have such an effect on this person that even though they are so stubborn, they cannot like ignore what they truly feel for you, because like I said, you trigger something in them as well that is so deep that it's not that they are making it up or that you are making it up. They truly desire to spend quality time with you. So in their late night thoughts, in those times that they do truly forget about their worries and their insecurities, what they see is just the two of you making love together, having fun, laughing while you're doing the deed, and just being with each other. Like I said, spending quality time together, not giving a care about what other people think. What I'm also getting now is that there's a possibility that this person is actually younger, maybe even a lot younger than you, so that might be why they show up as someone who is a little bit more immature and you come across as someone who is more experienced. Let's see, for the last cards we have the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Wands as well. So like I said, there are different scenarios going through their mind, but once they really get into like their deep feelings for you, they just see the two of you like together, like always, like talking together, going on walks together, having a date together, going to sleep and waking up together. But in those times that they let their insecurities get the better of them, they imagine, what they see in their head is you being with someone else and them being rejected by you because like they're not good enough, or they're too young, they're too inexperienced. I also see that there might have been instances where they were like on the verge of telling you how they feel or interfering. If you are dating someone, or if you have dated someone while this person was also in the picture, in those instances they might have like actually considered to get between the two of you, or to like break the two of you up because your person wants to be with you so desperately, but they didn't. Like they held themselves back still. So even though they might have dropped hints and signs, they did not do it because they couldn't, because they know that that would have meant that they would have made you unhappy, and that's not what they wanted. So they might have wanted to try to tell you something, like maybe over the phone, through a text, through a letter, through a poem or a song as well. And they've tried it like many times to express to you how they feel. But the thing is that they are unable of expressing how they feel to you because they're not sure of it themselves yet. So they do feel like they're under some kind of pressure, or they feel forced to tell you how they feel because they're scared that in the meantime someone else might snatch you up, and that they don't have a chance anymore with you. But the thing is, like I said, they're not ready yet to share their feelings. So if they feel rushed to tell you, that's not helping them. If they feel like forced to tell you what they feel because they're scared that otherwise they're going to lose you, they're going like to try to force like their feelings out, like in a forceful way, and they're in that way they're not really like dealing with their feelings or tuning into their feelings, but they're like creating more turmoil and more friction within like their own mind. So that is why it really goes back and forth in their late night thoughts between making love to you and then feeling rejected by you in some kind of way. But here with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands, they do have those dreams and those thoughts that, again, that you are together and that you're happy, that there is no one else involved, that you are kind of like these two children who are just having fun together and playing together, being playful, being flirtatious, and that you only have eyes for them. That's also something that they imagine, that it's like that kind of vibe that they see that everybody wants you, pile number two, but they want you to want them. So that is why they also find you very desirable and very attractive, because they know how amazing you are and how many other people are interested in you, or at least that's how they see you. So they want to be with you. This might actually be like a childhood friend, someone you knew in the past that has like had for a long time a crush on you, or maybe you used to be together in the past, but then you broke up, and then you went you started dating other people, and they went their own way as well, and now your person is like regretting letting you go, and regretting letting you move on and not going after you, basically. So let's have one oracle card for this part of the reading as well. Okay, we are getting the card Peacemaking. So yeah, your person definitely wants to make up with you no matter what happened. Maybe, like I said, maybe you knew each other from the past. This is an ex or a childhood friend, or you had some kind of fight or discussion. You did not leave on good terms, or maybe you just haven't spoken in a long time. This person wants to make up with you. They want, like, remember that in the beginning I said that they are the troublemaker and you are the mediator. You are like the mediator, you are the peacemaker. You are the one that brings peace into their lives. They see you as their rock, someone they can rely on, someone they can trust. And they have, and if they have not realized it yet, they will realize it very soon, that they can indeed not live without you, and that they need to make some kind of honest move that comes from their heart, and is not, like I said before, because they want to impress you or sweep you off your feet, but something that's really authentic and something that they really mean, because they cannot stand to lose you. I see that they've thought about it a long time, like, what if pile number 2 moves on with someone else? Will I be okay with it? And they thought about it for a very, very long time, and now they finally realize that they would not be okay with it if you are with someone else, and they also know why that is. So they will, maybe they've had this realization already, or they will soon come to this realization, probably because, like, they are either imagining you dating someone else or you're actually dating someone else, and that's going to be their trigger for their feelings, for what it is that they really feel for you. Okay, so these are our last messages for today. We have legs. So yes, indeed, they love your legs. Also in these cards I'm seeing a lot of legs, again a lot of kissing and talking. Making love is something that I mentioned as well, so they imagine the two of you doing that. Especially your legs play like a big role in your person's imagination. Then we have arms, so they like your arms as well, or anything you do with your arms. They might be like really nicely toned, or like thin, or have some kind of nice shape, or, you know, maybe you're just a really good cook is what I'm hearing. We also have naked, so yes, they imagine some naked time between the two of you as well. Especially your naked arms and your naked legs is something that they enjoy thinking about. Then we have back, so that's basically almost all parts of your body, so there's like not much about your physical appearance that they do not like. I'm also getting that they really love your face. I don't think that there's actually a card for face in here, but they do also really love how your face looks. Then we have imagine, so yes, they imagine about you a lot. And we have role play, so this is also something that they imagine the two of you doing, having some kind of role play, and they might also like actually be into that and want to do that with you. If you are not into role play, what this card could also mean is, again, that in the beginning of the reading I was talking about how your person kind of puts on, like, in their thoughts about you, that they are like the emperor, right? They're the emperor, and that they impress you and sweep you off your feet, and then you go to this castle or whatever. So roleplay could also be talking about that their imaginations about you is mainly about you playing these, you know, specific kind of roles. So there's like some roleplay involved in their imaginations in that way. So with that all being said, I'm going to end your reading here, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you as well. In case it did, you can like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in more videos like this. Bye guys! Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's have a look at what your person's late night thoughts are about you. So this tarot card I have over here is going to represent your person that we are talking about. And with the art lover here, I definitely feel that this is also representing your person. They are someone who loves art, but if you are also someone who loves art, and this is art in like the broadest term, so whether that is music, drawings, or paintings, like watching movies, any type of art, sculpting, just you name it, whatever kind of art it is, your person is a big fan of it, and you might be as well. So your person is, wow, represented by the sun. That is beautiful. So I see your person as someone who is very confident about themselves, also about their own sexuality and their own sexual desires. They are someone who knows what they want, just in general. They know what they want, they know what they desire, they know who they are, and like I said, they're just so confident about themselves. They are confident about the way that they look. They are confident about like their skills and all the things that they have accomplished. And it's very likely that your person is in the limelight in some kind of way. Like they're famous, they're well known for some type of reason, or it's just that your person has a lot of eyes on them because they are so attractive and because they are so successful or amazing. They might even have some kind of business, some kind of job in which they are very successful. Perhaps they are like the most beautiful person at their job or something like that. They get a lot of like compliments, maybe even gifts from other people. But although your person is really admired like this, they are like, I am not getting like player vibes at all. This person does really love the attention. Yes, they do, but they are not arrogant because of this. They enjoy the attention that they get and the compliments they get. They really thrive on that. They really love it, but that does not mean that they are like, they're not arrogant or like selfish at all. They might have some Leo placements in their chart. And they are a natural leader, but they are very charming, and in that way it's very easy for people to look up to them. And because of your person's confidence, it's very easy for them, to become a leader. And whether that is leader about just following what it is that you desire and to not apologize for your sexuality or apologize for who you are or apologize for who you love, and just be your authentic self in that way. So let's get a little bit deeper into what your person's late night thoughts are about you, pal number 3. And with this sun card as well as the purple aura cards, I do sense that your person, they recognize you. They recognize that you are someone important to them. Maybe like a soulmate, or maybe you've already had a conversation about this, that you mean a lot to each other. So your person is aware of this. Even if you did not have a conversation yet, they are aware that there is something between the two of you. We have the 9 of Cups. Yes, like I said. So, wow, this is funny. I am hearing that your person knows that they have you. Even if you are not in a relationship, even if you're not committed to each other, like especially if you're not in a relationship yet, your person knows that they have you in the pocket. They know that that you like them and that eventually you will get together. They are very confident about this. As well, the reason why they come across as so confident about this in this reading is because they are using the law of attraction and the law of assumption to create this reality where you like them. So they keep telling themselves, Pal 3 likes me, they love me, they want to be together with me, they desire me, they are obsessed about me. And in that way, they are actually like creating that reality. They are shaping their reality in that way that they desire. So that is why they are so confident about it, that you like them as well. And that they will have you, basically. Not to like sound possessive, because this person is like not possessive in that kind of way, but they just really love the thought that indeed you belong to them and you belong together. Let's see, we have some cards that jumped out, but I don't feel like taking them because there are so many. So let's try again. Let's see, for your person's late night thoughts about you, like I said, they already believe that the two of you belong together, so that's also what they imagine in their head, that the two of you are together, that you have eyes for no one but them. The next card is the 5 of Swords, and like they imagine the two of you like just being together. You are like totally in love with them and they are totally in love with you. You have no eyes for anyone else. Like I said, you're obsessed with them. That is how they imagine the two of you. With the 5 of Swords, I am getting that your person might be worried that there is like some kind of challenge, some kind of blockage or influence on you or on your relationship. So this might be a third party, but it does not have to be. It could also just be some like insecurities your person has, but they are also eliminating whatever that influence is by really affirming that it is them that you want, and that you are together, and that the universe brought the two of you together for a purpose, and that you will be together. And they are they sound very convinced as they are saying this. They are very convinced of their affirmations and that it is true. So for you, pile number 3, you might actually resonate with these words as well, that you are really feeling this, and that you're also affirming like, my person loves me, they're obsessed with me, they want to be with me and such. So in that way you're manifesting each other, and you might not be aware of this 5 of Swords energy here, is what I'm getting, but there is something that your person is aware of, and they are eliminating that by, like I said, by being really convincing with their affirmations. The next card is the Page of Cups. That's really great. This is a really good energy. Especially if you guys are not together yet, or you are not committed in some kind of way. Like I said, your person knows that you are already together. In their mind, you are already together. I'm seeing that they also have some kind of plan or some kind of idea on how to approach you as well, how to, like maybe with an offer or with a gift, some kind of message that they want to share with you. Maybe like even for some of you, they might invite you to go somewhere, and in that way they try to subtly like tell you how they really feel for you. So that's for those of you who are like not together yet. And they also imagine the two of you going on a getaway and spending time together, probably somewhere near the ocean or in a place where it rains a lot. We also have the 10 of Swords. So let's see. Because with the 10 of Swords, I'm kind of getting like your person has the feeling that you are at the end of some kind of road. It's like they see that you have suffered through a lot of difficulties in life. So maybe you have struggles with family, that family has held you back, or a job has held you back, or you weren't able to fully be yourself, and your person sees this. They see that you are not able to grow any further because you are being kept stuck by the circumstances that you are in. So fit that to like your situation. They see that you in some way cannot move forward, so they desire to break you out of that. So this is something that they do imagine in their head late at night, that they save you, that they help you, that they free you in some kind of way, but it's actually also something that they truly desire to do, and that is what that Page of Cups might be related to, that they want to offer you something in some, or offer you something or help you in some kind of way that will free you. And as I was talking, I saw the timer at 11:11, so that's also like a very significant angel number as well. So I definitely see that the two of you were destined to meet, as your person also sees the two of you, and they are, again, with such conviction, they know that they are going to help you, that they are going to save you, that they are going to make you happy, and that you're going to be together. It's like you are soulmates, and you are each other's saviors is what I'm seeing. And your person imagines like the two of you saving each other from whatever it is that like you're struggling with. It's like you like obviously your person is very confident about themselves. They see themselves as, you know, someone who is a savior, someone who can help you, and is just basically amazing. So because of the confidence that they have, they also dream and think about you with such conviction that they are indeed like your savior, or the person who frees you in some kind of way, and that you will be happy with it, and that you will love them for the rest of your life. And we also have the Ace of Swords. So there is definitely some kind of what's it called, like some kind of freeing. Like you're being freed from something. It does not actually even have to be something that's physical, right? It could be that you're having certain belief systems that might not be serving you anymore, or it could be things like you don't have enough money to move to the place where you want to, or you do not have the connections you need to make like your dreams come true, or to have the job that you want. So your person is going to set you free in that way. And I'm also hearing that they do not expect anything back from you. So in this way, it's really just an unconditional offer that they give you by helping you. They're not expecting anything back, but they know, in their subconscious that you are going to be together. Basically, they know that for sure. Let's see what else they think about you late at night. Yeah, I see you. They imagine that basically the two of you are together, and that the two of you match very well, which is, again, it's something that they truly believe. So these are not just like some random innocent like dreams or thoughts that they have, but they honestly believe in that you are meant to come together, that you're meant to help each other, and that they are meant to free you as well. And they will enjoy that. So don't feel bad about it if they are doing something for you that you cannot repay, because they do this like from like the bottom of their heart. They want this, they love you, they want to be with you, and that is why they're doing this. The next card we have is Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So again with that purple aura cards as well, they like this woman in the card is even wearing something purple. They see you as someone who is very spiritual, very much connected to the divine, and they see in you like that part of you, they see that back in themselves. So they also have kind of this spiritual warrior energy, and they see that reflected in you as well. They also see that you are not just a human, but you're a spiritual being in the human experience, and that there is so much more going on between heaven and earth, and that you are also aware of that in some kind of way. So it's like you are in the world, but you are not of it. You are some kind of alien, and your person recognizes that you're different from most people. And that is not to insult anyone or to make you feel like you're an actual alien or something, but it's just that your person recognizes you as a kindred spirit, and because of that, they feel very much connected to you. Even if you do not desire to be in a romantic relationship with them, they are also fine with that, because they recognize that just the connection that you have, like the two of you have alone, is enough. So they do imagine the two of you being together, but if it works out differently than that, then they're not like too like upset or angry about it. They're just like they have enough with the connection as it is already, but they would like to expand it into like romance as well. But if that's not what you want, then they will respect that. Let's see what we have here. We have these two cards from the angel answers. We have no need to worry and no. So maybe you were just asking yourself a question, and the answer to that question is no, there is no need to worry. So maybe you don't know who this person is, or you're not sure what to do about it, you're not sure if you should do something, and the answer is there's no need to worry. And because your person is taking care of it is also what I'm hearing. Your person is taking care of it. That's why they are represented by the sun. And sun is Leo energy, and Leo is, like I said before, it's leadership, being in the spotlight. The reason that your person is the way that they are is because they are supposed to be that leader. They are supposed to help you in some kind of way. They are supposed to free you. They are supposed to lead you towards your happiness, and to also ground the dreams that you have into reality, and to be able to like also accomplish like your desires and your dreams. So that is what their purpose is in relation to you, to help you. So they are going to help you in whatever way you need it, and after that it's totally up to you how you want to define this connection with this person. And they also totally leave you up to it, because that is your purpose in this connection, to decide where it's gonna go, whereas they are supposed to like help you get out of a tough situation, and maybe even initiate like the contact between the two of you, and then you get to decide whether you want to be with this person or not. But just know that they are imagining the two of you being together, and again, they're very confident about it. They're not worrying about anything, because they are convinced that you will be together, and if you decide that you want something different, they are not going to be like offended by that, because they also respect your choices. Now, before we get into all the juicy and sexy stuff, let's have some messages. About your person's late night thoughts. Let's see. Let's have one more. There are so many cards in this bag that it's kind of hard to shuffle them. This one wants to come out. Alrighty, let's have a look. Let's start with these small ones. We have spiritual. So this is also one that I believe it was group 2 that had this card, but I put them back in the bag after I finished the reading, so that's why it is here again. So obviously spiritual, I already mentioned it a couple of times with the purple aura quartz as well. Your person recognizes that you are a spiritual person, that you have a spiritual connection as well. We have athletic. So this person could be very successful in sports. They could be well known because of that, or they have like a very athletic body. They love to do sports. They imagine the two of you working out together and going to the gym together. That's really cool. They like that as well. They would just love to spend time with you in general. It does not necessarily have to be, working out together or doing romantic stuff together. They just, desire to do like the daily stuff and the mundane stuff with you. We had a beautiful, tragic love affair. So this message, it applies to your person, but it's like not about you. It's like this message is telling me that your person used to be heartbroken about someone else, about an ex of theirs probably. And maybe that is what they are still dealing with here in the Five of Swords, that they're letting someone go. But your person has like completely moved on from their ex or from whoever they were involved with. It's like they recognize that it was some kind of love affair, that it was not meant to be. They see it as like a karmic relationship that they had to overcome. They had to overcome that so that they could help you and meet you and get together with you. So it's more like they see that as just a lesson, or like a lesson they had to learn, or an obstacle they had to overcome to get to you. So in this way, they want to tell you that they are sure that you are the one for them. I love you again. So maybe this person has been a little bit hot and cold and they weren't really sure about their feelings for you. But they love you again. Or maybe at some time they had some doubts. You might not know about this, they might not have told you, but now they are sure that, again, no matter what happened in the past, they love you. Or if that does not resonate, what I'm picking up is that you actually know each other from a past life, and that you used to be lovers in that past life, and in this life they just fell in love with you all over again, just like in your past life. The pain from the I'm so sorry. The pain from the past is not letting me go. Will you help me? So again, there is something they are still like letting go, something they are releasing, but you are helping them in a way because you are their motivation. I'm hearing that you are their star. So in their late night thoughts, what they imagine is that you are like extending your hand towards them and, offering them a helping hand and helping them overcome what it is that they are struggling with. And again, for some of you guys, your person might be working through this still, that they are still letting go of something or someone. And for others of you, they already, like, this is already all in the past, and they, like, it's just a part of their past, and that's it. And they just want to let you know that you are the one who saved them in the first place, so that is why they have come back to save you or to help you as well. Then we have this love feels real. It's unlike anything I've experienced before. So yes, any other like person they have been in a relationship with, it all does not compare to you, pile number 2. This love is unlike anything they've ever experienced, because they want to like cross mountains for you. They want to walk through the fire for you. They love you so much that they would do anything for you and they would not expect anything back. So in this way that they're going to help you is going to be their first offer or their first gift or first proof to you that this is indeed their intention, to just help you without expecting anything back. And they just imagine the two of you being together forever. Like in a past life you were together. They imagine the two of you being together in this life as well, and probably they desire to be with you in other future lives as well. So that is really beautiful. So let me just get these cards out of the way, and then we're going to get into the 18 plus stuff. Okay, let's get started. Pile number 3. What are your person's late night thoughts about you? Alright, I'm already getting that they have a lot of thoughts about you. They imagine a lot of things about you. We have the Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. So they have a lot of fantasies, a lot of thoughts about you that go in all different types of directions. But like in contrast to like in pile number 2, that person also had a lot of different thoughts, but some of them were not very happy basically. But in these cards, like your person, they imagine a lot of things about you that are like related to romance and related to intimacy, related to friendship as well. So I see like the two of you being intimate together, maybe even like in a public space or like outdoors or just in unconventional places. They just imagine like touching you, being intimate with you, and but also just chilling on the couch and just like maybe even playing some kind of game, going to the grocery store together. So they have very different kind of scenarios that they imagine, but they are all like very positive. They're all about romance and intimacy, and it's just like they are imagining how they want their life with you to be, like from like beginning to end, from like day and night and the whole week, like however they want it to be. I'm seeing that this person, they really love your chest, whether you are male or female. They really enjoy your chest, especially if you are female. I'm also getting like the legs and the backside area as well. We have the next card is the 8 of Cups. So for some of you, this might actually be an ex or a person from the past, but if that does not resonate, just leave that message as it is. But I feel for some of you that you knew each other before, and maybe there was some kind of falling out, maybe you broke up, maybe you just decided not to talk for a while, and now this person is back and they're like they want to apologize and be like, I was wrong, or I want to get back together. So in that way they have also been really working on getting you back. If you resonate with that story, that you might have had some kind of separation or breakup happen between the two of you. And another energy that I'm picking up is that like it's a very funny energy that I'm picking up, that your person likes you so much. And it's like they enjoy watching you from afar a lot, that they almost do not want to get closer to you or express their feelings to you, because they just love watching you from a distance and having no clue about how they truly feel about you and what kind of things they think about you. That's really funny. At least it sounds really funny coming from them because they really want to be with you, but at the same time they enjoy like kind of teasing you in that way so much, and just thinking about you in that way, because there is something that they find very exciting about that they have not experienced you yet, they have not had you yet, they have not been intimate with you yet, and because they don't know what it's really like, their fantasies like about you and about the two of you getting together are really excited to them, because they don't know what it's really going to be like, so they imagine all these kinds of things, like maybe like how would their skin feel like, how would their hair feel like, how would it feel with my head on their chest, and things like that. So, and they know that once they do get together with you and they did experience that intimacy with you, then you know they know what it feels like, so their like fantasies and their thoughts about you will never be the same. So in that way they are kind of prolonging this foreplay kind of thing. They're kind of prolonging this situation that you are in, just so that they can get to enjoy it more. Here we have the Tower. So, I'm getting like a very specific message with that card, so please do not feel triggered if this does not resonate for you. But I'm seeing that your person, what it is included in their late night thoughts is that maybe there is some threesome going on, or your person actually enjoys to see you have sex with someone else while they are watching. They might be into that. Again, if that's not something for you, like if you're not into that, then just leave that message there. But I definitely, yeah, there are some of you whose person does think about that and would really enjoy that, to like see you with someone else, yeah, while they are watching. So that is just some just something. So let's have a look at the other cards we have here. We have the Devil, first of all. We have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Justice card. So yeah, again, this energy is telling me that your person might want to share you with other people. Again, if you're not into that, just leave that message there. But if you are into that, then that door is definitely open, that they would that they want like a non-monogamous relationship with you and with other people, maybe. So that is what I'm seeing here. They do truly trust you, so they trust you enough to want to try this with you. They would not just do this with anyone, but they would want to try that with you because they really trust you. And let's see, they see you as someone who's just godlike, someone who is a goddess or a god, and they do respect you a lot, they do love you a lot. So if you would want some kind of like non-monogamous relationship, they would be okay with that, because again, they trust you so much and they want to see you happy as well. I'm also like seeing an orgy as well, so that's playing in their head as well. I see making out outdoors. I already mentioned that before, like out in public or even outdoors somewhere. This person even in their fantasies they would like also to go streaking with you, so that's another thing. I feel like your person has some very specific like kinks to them. So just take it however this resonates, pile number 3. I'm also seeing what's part of their fantasies and their late night thoughts, but also actually what they want to do as well is some kind of role play. Even dressing up as well is something that they might be into. I'm seeing some music here. So you did have the art lover card, so maybe you are some kind of musician or artist, or they are. They could like really love that about you, that maybe you are playing an instrument for them or you're singing for them or vice versa. Or this person might just really like to put on, like to set the mood by putting on music, lighting some candles, having some food, having some toys in the bedroom as well is what I'm seeing, and to try out different things that you would like, that both of you would like. So yeah, your person is respects you a lot, by the way. They would always ask you for consent in case they want to do something or they want to try something new. I definitely feel that for this person there is not really anything that they would not be up to or they would not be up for, as long like as you are comfortable with it as well. So if you suggest something to them, it's likely they will agree with that. But if they suggest something to you and you do not agree with it, then they respect that decision as well. So they really see you as an equal, someone who is a companion to them. It's not just about the sex, it's not just about the physical attraction, about like what do you offer me and what can I offer you, but it's really based upon companionship as well. So that's why this person trusts you, because they allow you to be free and to be yourself, and like they respect you and they respect themselves. So that's basically like all that they need to know, all that they need to be sure of. This person also feels very much like a protector. They would protect you no matter what. If you're feeling sad, if you had a bad day, they would love to protect you. They imagine you being in their arms, in their embrace, and they might have like just that they are like pretty big, like they have broad shoulders and big arms, and they just might love to embrace you like that a lot. They really love that, to just have this really loving embrace with you. The next card we have is vows. So see, this person, they feel a true deep connection with you. They have a sense of companionship with you. They would like to marry you if that's what you want, but if that's not what you want, then they are alright with it as well. Again, this person really respects you and your boundaries, but they want to be connected to you in any way that's possible. So also through intimacy and through marriage. Again, this person trusts you a lot, so if you do decide to get into some kind of like open relationship or anything like that, they truly trust you in that as well, and they would not like judge you or blame you or anything like that. They are very honest, they're very fair, they're very just. They respect you. They respect just people in general. They respect people's choices. So, you know, it's basically like their own ideas and morals and such. They see that reflected in you as well. So that is really beautiful. Let's get some more messages, and then I'm going to end the reading. All right, for pile number 3. In their thoughts, they see the two of you kissing a lot and again embracing each other. I also see like the two of you talking about what it is that you like or where you like to be touched, maybe even some dirty talk. And just your person is genuinely interested in what it is that you love and what it is that you would like to do. And again, it does feel that this person does not really like have a lot of taboos. They don't really care about that. They are really open-minded in that way. Okay, let's have these messages. Let's have a look. We had legs, so your person loves your legs. We have role play. Again, I already mentioned that. I said that, right? Role play or foreplay. Yeah, role play. I believe I did. Arms. Your person loves your arms. Naked. So they imagine the two of you being naked, like totally. I'm seeing some like strip teasing as well. So you start just with like undressing like your arms and your legs, and you continue from there. We have imagine, so yeah, obviously they imagine about you a lot. And we have back, so this is also an area of your body that they really love. They really love to hold your back or like to touch your back when you are embracing each other as well. So this is all that I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and it resonated for you as well. In case it did, you can leave a like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in more videos like this. Bye guys! Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started and see what kind of late night thoughts your person has. So with the tarot card over here, we're going to have a look at your person, basically, who they are. And with the atheist card, I do feel like this also relates to them. They might be an atheist, or they're just someone who is very skeptical about like life in general. They might be a scientist, or just be skeptical about spirituality as well. They might not really believe in things like soulmates or meant to be or true love like that. Or they're just, like I said, they're very skeptic about that, and they only believe something once they really see it for themselves. So we have the 8 of Wands, which represents your person. So yeah, I'm definitely getting your person as someone who is like, they first have to see it before they believe it. So if you, for example, would say to them, I believe we are soulmates, then your person would not just assume that, and they would first figure that out on themselves, by themselves, if that's what they truly desire. They care a lot about like their own judgment. So it's like they don't just assume everything that people say. They first do their own research. They first do their own soul searching to see if they really agree with what other people are saying, if they think it's right, if people are correct and such. So they have a very strong way in which they see the world. They have their very own unique way in which they see the world and see others and how they judge people. I also feel your person is a very good leader, or is very good at managing people as well. They have a passion for taking the lead on like projects and stuff, and to really make sure things work out well. They're very passionate about that. They love working on projects. They do love working with people, but they also dislike people who do not work hard or who are not enthusiastic or who are, for example, just working at a job because they need to earn the money and do not really have any passion for the job itself. So your person is definitely very passionate. They really act out of like their own beliefs. So their solar plexus is very strong. They're very sure of who they are and what they believe in, basically, and they don't let just anyone like knock them over, or they don't let their beliefs get knocked over easily. Like I said before, they really they think for themselves first before they believe anything that anyone else says. So if you say something or if they hear something on the news, they will likely research that themselves before they decide whether, you know, they agree with that or not, or just to check whether what they hear is actually based upon facts. So let's now have a look about your person's late night thoughts about you, pile number 4. I'm getting that because with the number 4, your person does see you as husband or wife material. They do see you as someone who is very strong, with a very good foundation, someone who's really balanced. Definitely like 4 is an important number here. We have the moon card next. So this ties in very well with that skeptical energy I was picking up on before. I feel like that even though your person is someone who is very passionate, they do not rush into relationships based upon like physical attraction or things like that alone. They don't believe in love at first sight because they believe that love is something that develops over time. So if you see someone, this is what they believe. They believe if you see someone for the first time, you do not know whether it's love or not. Maybe it's just like, you know, physical attraction, like chemistry in your brain. They don't believe that that's actually a real thing. They believe that love and caring is built over a period of time. So like I said before, they don't really believe in those kind of things, like those really romantic things, maybe related indeed to like soulmates and meant to be and things like that. They're very skeptical about that. So they find you very attractive. First of all, they find you very physically attractive, but like I said before, your person does not like rush into any relationship based upon that alone. So even though they do think about you like late at night, they it's like they're not really sure what to think of you yet, because maybe you recently met this person, or maybe you don't know each other well enough, so this person does not feel very comfortable or does not really feel that it's necessary to think about you in that way, that they, you know, are in love with you or that they are in a relationship with you, because it's just not there for them yet. They are someone like, they need time to figure out whether they are truly attractive to someone's soul and not just to their physical appearance. And this might have actually like disappointed you, because they might come across as someone who's cold, who's distant, who does not really have any feelings or emotions, or again, someone who does not believe in romance and things like that at all. So this is how your person like could come across to you, but now you know why that is. Your person is simply so skeptical about that they don't make like those kind of choices based upon chemistry or physical attraction alone. There needs to be more. So even though they are thinking about you late at night, they do like imagine you in their thoughts, because they truly believe that you are beautiful, especially your eyes is what they love. They, well, let's see how far they go in their thoughts, actually. Let's have some more cards. Let's see, we have Justice. So yeah, that fits your person very well. And we have the Four of Wands, so that's also really cool. So with the Justice card, again, this person is, they might actually have some Libra in their chart. They are very, they care a lot about justice. They care a lot about people getting what they deserve, basically. So even though they might not like really believe in karma, I do feel like they are someone who believes in something like that. If you do something bad, you get what you deserve, even if you know, it may just like maybe not necessarily based upon law, but based upon like divine justice. You get what you deserve. They truly believe that the world revolves around this concept. Like you get what you deserve, you get like what goes around comes around, basically. So they care a lot about justice, about being honest. They might actually have a job within law, or criminology as well, anything that has to do with justice or crime. Or they might be just very strict in that as well, that they as soon as someone does something wrong in their eyes, that your person is like really like, okay, that person, I don't want to be around them because, you know, they did something bad in my eyes. But the thing is, like, when we get back to you again, this woman here has these very piercing eyes, so there's really something about your eyes that your person finds very attractive. Up until now, like, your person has not, like, and this might sound a little silly or something, but they have not found anything about you that makes them dislike you. And I know that sounds like a kind of like backhanded compliment, but it's like I said, your person really cares a lot about whether people are being fair and are being just. And so far, that's what you have been. You have been fair, you've been just. They feel like you are authentic to yourself and that you also care for other people. So it's like your person has no reason to dislike you. And they are like figuring out what are exactly the reasons to like you besides the fact that you are so attractive. I'm also seeing that you might come up in conversations that your person is having with their friends, or they might be imagining talking to their friends about you, or just like talking about you in general. So they might have mentioned you to their friends or their family once in a while. The biggest, like the most important thing that your person is thinking about you late at night is that they just get to know you, and they are very curious to get to know you, because so far all that they have seen is that you are physically attractive and that you're a fair person and that you care about people genuinely, and they would really like to know more about you, more about who you are as a person. They also see you as someone who is quite, like, just like happy and joyful in general. Like, you're really friendly. You come across as really friendly, like, to your person, but your person also sees that you are so friendly to other people as well. So that is why they are very curious to get to know you better, because so far your person likes everything about you. So they are interested in getting to know you better. You might actually be having like a common interest about dogs or pets or animals in general. That you have some common interest there that they... Maybe you still have to discover that about each other. Let's see, the next card is the Seven of Wands, but yeah, this person's logic is kind of keeping them from really like expressing to you how they feel. And it's kind of like the way that they deal with their feelings or how they feel for someone is just like this character here is like there are all these wands surrounding this person. So these wands represent like the feelings of your person, and then they are sitting in the middle and they're kind of, you know, overthinking, analyzing, like, what is this feeling? Why do I feel it? What do I need to do about it? So the way that they approach their feelings is in a very logical manner. So they're kind of trying to analyze their feelings. It's almost as if they're like reading through some kind of business contract. Like, does this contract sound like something I want to sign? So does pile number 2 look or sound like someone I would want to be with? And the next 2 cards are the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords, but I definitely feel like the Queen of Swords is very important here because it's representing you, together with the Justice card. So again, your person sees you as someone who is really fair towards others, someone who also cares about doing the right thing, and they don't know a lot about you. That keeps coming up. They don't know a lot about you, but they would like to get to know you better. They would like to see if you are actually someone they could like start to date. So this is really what they are thinking about you late at night. They're wondering if you would be a good match for them, because they do see that you have some common interests, and there are some things, some parts of themselves that they see back in you. But at this moment, this person is really like analyzing what it is that they are feeling exactly. And I'm also getting that maybe your person likes to take naps during the daytime, but at times that they're like a bit drowsy and their conscious mind is like a little bit asleep and not as active, that they also think about you. But because their conscious mind is asleep and is not as active, they don't overanalyze anything. So that is when they have real like discoveries about what it is they feel for you and why that it is. But again, they would like to get to know you better, because they cannot really judge you that well just based upon what it is that they know about you so far. The next card we have is Earth Pulsing. Pulse of the Mother, slow down time in nature. So one of the things that I am seeing your person is thinking about, probably while they are in the state that they are a bit drowsy and their conscious mind is not that active, is that they would like to go on a camping trip with you. They would like to go camping with you, or go on some kind of trip where not a lot of people are around and you're just surrounded by nature. Or maybe they want to go on a hike with you. Maybe they want to go to some kind of garden or a park to just take a walk. Maybe either of you or both of you have a dog and they want to walk their dog with you. That's also a possibility. Or maybe like some kind of flower garden is also what I'm seeing, or near a body of water as well. So they would like to get to know you in a very natural environment, and not like in the middle of a city where there are a lot of people and a lot of noise but somewhere where you can really just have the time to really get to know each other. So another thing that I'm picking up about your person is that in addition to that they might be skeptical, they also come across as a little bit unconventional. So they, like I said, they don't like the loud noises of a city. They don't really like how everyone is always in a rush. Everything has to happen fast, and it's more about quantity than quality for most people. And they are like disgusted by that kind of mindset, so they prefer to go to nature to recharge themselves, especially if they live in a city or in some kind of area where there's not much nature. They prefer to they want to live to be somewhere with a lot of nature, but for some reason they don't. Maybe that's related to job or to their job or whatever, but they would like to get to know you in some kind of natural environment. So this is also what they could be imagining about you, that you're just on a hike somewhere and you're just getting to know each other without any expectations and without any without any expectations that you have to do something, or that you have to talk in a certain way, or that you have to like certain things, you know? This person really cares about fairness and authenticity more than anything. So even if even if someone is extremely beautiful, extremely charming, if the personality of that person does not match well with your person's personality, then they would not go out with that person. It's for your person really just all about the inside of someone and not of someone's outside. And they have some very specific like standards for someone they would like to date. Like I said before, they really want someone who is fair and just and who follows the rules, or follows some kind of rules that your person like creates for themselves. Like they have certain set of rules about morals that they create for themselves, and they would like to see eye to eye with someone about that as well, or they want to see eye to eye with a person they want to be with, basically. We have next up the card, listen to your intuition. So I feel like this is more also a message for you. Your intuition will tell you whether this person is truly interested in you or not, and your intuition will also tell you that you just need to be yourself. And especially for this person, it does not work to pretend to be someone that you are not, or to try to come across as more confident or more successful than you actually are, because this person, they see through that. And moreover, they absolutely dislike it when people act like they are like more or better than what they truly are, because they really care about authenticity. So when it comes to this person, make sure to listen to your intuition as well, because like your person, you cannot fool them. You cannot fool your person. And I actually think that this message is also for your person, that they need to listen, they need to trust their intuition more, because they're too much in their head. They're too much thinking about like in this logical way, what if this happens, then what is the outcome of that. It's kind of like they're just seeing just a situation or life as some kind of equation. This plus this equals this. And they it's like, it's not a bad thing obviously that they are that analytical, but it's important for them to also learn how to trust their intuition more, and to not overanalyze their feelings any longer. That came out really weird. Okay, let's have some messages, and then we're going to move on to the real sexy stuff. Let's see what we can get to know about your person and what they are thinking about you. Okay, let's have also some messages. Let's get this one. Let's have one more. Alright, let's get started with this one. I believe the universe brought us together. That's interesting. So, with this message, it's like your person, they don't really believe in that. You know, that, like I said, love at first sight or even soulmates. But meeting you is really like it's questioning. They are starting to question like themselves and what they believe is true. Because they can't get it out of their head. Like, they can't get you out of their head. Your person is someone who is, like I said, very analytical. They think about everything. They are such an overthinker. And they realized, they decided for themselves, I do not believe in soulmates. I do not believe that people, like, in the universe, and that people can be meant to be. I do not believe in that. But meeting you and getting to know you, they realize that they might be wrong. They might be wrong about that, and that's what they are starting to realize. And like, for someone who is so skeptical and who might even be an atheist, that's a very difficult realization. I mean, if you have been through a spiritual awakening, which you likely have if you are watching this video, you know how difficult it can be to like let go of old belief systems and to learn more about the universe and about like, yeah, the universe in general and about the laws of the universe. So this person, especially because they are such an analytical thinker and because they are so skeptical, they're really struggling with accepting this reality that there might be more between heaven and earth, and they might have been wrong, and that maybe science cannot explain everything. You know, they are really like, their subconscious, it probably knows that already, that that the two of you are brought together for a purpose, but your person is not ready to accept that yet. We have confident. I don't know if you can read this because it's in yellow. I don't think it's visible on camera, but it says confident. So your person loves your confidence. They might actually be aware of the fact that you are spiritual in whatever way that is, and they are so impressed by the fact that you are so confident about your spirituality, whereas your person is so confident about the fact that, you know, they do not believe in spiritual topics or spirituality. So they are really shocked and impressed by your confidence about that, which is also one of the reasons why they feel like drawn towards you. And your person truly loves it when people are confident. So that's another quality that they would like to see in a romantic partner. We have athletic. So your person could be athletic. They might go to the gym a lot, or maybe it's you that's really athletic, and they really love your body, no matter how it looks like. They see your body as really healthy. Like, you really care about your body. You really care about what you consume, and you know what kind of what kind of foods or drinks you consume, but also like what kind of content you watch, or your sleep routine and things like that. They really find that very attractive about you, that you care so much for your health and for your being in that way. And I believe that the reason you do that, it's because it's connected to spirituality, and that is why your person is starting to like doubt their own convictions. Well, maybe spirituality isn't all bad and isn't all bullshit, basically. Then we have soulmate. Wow, soulmate. So on a subconscious level, they are aware that you guys are soulmates. Like with this message as well, they are somehow aware that you are brought together for a purpose, but they might not be able to admit that to themselves yet. But I definitely feel that as the two of you get to know each other better, they will come to terms with it as well. And also, the more they think about you, the more they start to accept that as well, that there might be something between the two of you that cannot be explained by science, or that is that they cannot explain themselves, or they cannot prove it themselves. And we have Capricorn, and that's not, in my opinion, not really a surprise. Your person might be a Capricorn, but it's like your person is really down to earth in that way. Like I said, they're not really that they're not really that into spirituality, basically, and they care more about what science says as well, what like traditional science, like they believe that only science can explain the things that are true. So if science cannot explain it, it means that it's made up, or it's fake, or whatever it is. Then we have Pisces. So it's likely they also have some Pisces in their chart, and Pisces is also connected to psychic abilities and dreams and what else was I gonna say? And to just connect it to spirituality in general. So it could be a part of their life purpose, that they go from someone who is very like traditional oriented, very skeptical, to someone who believes that there is actually more between heaven and earth. And wow, look at this, we actually have the word psychic. So yeah, again, this could also apply to you. You might be a psychic in some kind of way, and your person feels really inspired by that, or it's, like I said, part of their life purpose, that they go from someone who is all about science and go to someone who believes that science cannot prove everything, basically. So this is what I'm seeing for your person so far. So now I'm going to clear the table, and we're going to get into the second part of the reading. Alright, let's dive deeper into what your person's late night thoughts are about you. So now we're going to get really into it, like if they truly do have some thoughts about you. So let's see how far they actually go. Wow. That one jumped. Oh, we have the Tower. Oh dear, there is definitely some friction in their mind. Like, what I'm seeing is that your person does truly want to be intimate with you, just like in this card where there's this man and this woman. They are doing what like your person wants to do with you, but then in the back there is this other man who's like screaming at them and yelling, and that is like their like conscious mind. It's their thoughts, like, how dare you imagine yourself with pile number 4 like that? You barely know them. You don't know who they truly are. You're only doing this based upon physical attraction. So it's like deep down they do imagine the two of you being together like that, but their conscious mind interferes at times. And I do feel like slowly but surely that part of themselves that is telling them that it's wrong to think about you in that kind of way is losing the battle. It's fading away. Yeah, look, we have the Seven of Cups, where you see this couple making out. So this influence of this, you know, these thoughts that are like telling him that he's doing something wrong, they're going to fade away eventually. Like, we even have a turtle here on the card. So yeah, slowly but steadily, the shift, there's going to be a shift towards your person just wanting to experience like whatever like they think about you. So to just really let themselves just surrender themselves to what they feel and what they desire, and to let like those annoying thoughts just fade into the background. So they do imagine making love to you and being together with you, but they also definitely imagine doing the deed with you as well. And this kind of feels like it's some kind of overcompensation, because most of the time they hold themselves back so much from thinking that way about you, that at times it just needs to, they need to let that all out, if you know what I mean. So then all those feelings, they just build up so much, and then they need to like release that in some kind of way. So it goes from very innocent, just making love, to having some very explicit or rough sex, or anything that they enjoy, basically. The next two cards are the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. So this is again saying that they have a desire to run away with you. So they might be they imagine themselves running away with you and going to some remote place where you can be together and really enjoy each other. Like I was talking about before, that they desire to go somewhere in nature with you. Yes, they do want that, and in all honesty, they want to then, like, in their late night thoughts, they then have sex with you in that moment, like while you are together out in nature or somewhere remote. That is like their fantasy. That is what they think about, and that might be so deep, like in their head, that they only really think about it once their conscious mind is not that active. And we also have the King of Swords. So yeah, this is like, let me tell you, your person is more into you than you know, and then they would like to admit to themselves as well. They probably have some specific like fetishes or kinks that are just very specific to them. They do seem like someone who's pretty kinky and who has some specific desires. But we also have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's definitely also a desire for romance and for flirting. For some reason, I'm getting like the image of someone wearing glasses. So your person might wear glasses. It's kind of like, I'm getting this lady in the streets, freak in the sheets kind of vibe. But if this is about a man, then it's like the same, but then it's not a lady, obviously. But it's like they are very put together, and they come across as someone who is like very, yeah, like I said, they're not very like they're not really approachable. They might come across as distant and cool, but then in the bed they are like really a freak. That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. So they definitely like to get into it. And honestly, like, they are imagining themselves with you. So even though they have some specific like desires, they are not just imagining themselves like being in that situation with just anyone. They really see the two of you together. This person, they really love your chest area, first of all, whether you are male or female. They really love watching, just seeing you being topless, even touching your chest, touching your nipples as well. And the whole deck just exploded. So these are too many cards, but I'm going to get these two. So we first of all have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Devil. So yeah, they think about you more than they let on. And like I said, they come across as someone who is just, you know, someone who would not do those kind of things. You know, you know that person, right? They come across as someone who is not that kind of freak, and they're totally normal, but they are that kind of freak. So yeah, they definitely have some very secret desires for you. They think about you, and they don't even want to admit that to themselves that much. It's like they imagine themselves being with you, but then like the next day they act as if it didn't happen. So they might feel a little bit ashamed about that as well. But regardless, they like I said, they have some explicit images about the two of you together, like definitely. Let's see, what else am I seeing? They are likely also into using their hands and you using their hands, or even using your mouth as well. I honestly feel like I'm going so deep into like your person's head that I'm actually not allowed to be here. It's like they don't even want to admit this to themselves, how much they actually desire you. Like, I really feel like I'm like somewhere I'm not supposed to be. But I am doing all of this for you, pal number 4, so that you can know what your person's late night thoughts about you are. I'm sure you're very interested. I'm sure you've been very interested about you, about what they think about you. Let's try that again. Let's have one card, and then we'll move on to some last messages. We have La Luna, and I mean, this is the moon card, and we already have the moon card. And like I am picking up like something. It's like these like I said, these desires that they have, they're kind of a secret. They are they don't will admit this to anyone, that they have like these like very deep these very sexual feelings for you. Because like I said before, they tell themselves that they will not initiate any kind of connection based upon physical attraction alone, but they find you very attractive and they imagine themselves being with you because you are so attractive. So they kind of feel embarrassed about that. So they kind of just do not address this, like these thoughts that they have about you. But I feel that now that I have like dived into this about how they are feeling and how they are thinking, that besides that you now know about this, that in some way I also unlocked this within their head. So it's like me accessing these feelings. They might actually be confronted by them themselves. So I would not honestly not be surprised if you will notice some kind of difference in the way that you communicate with this person. So they could like start to talk more or start to talk even less. It's all possible, but I'm definitely feeling like I unlocked something for them by reading their thoughts about you. It's like I opened some kind of door to them. So I don't know what, like I said, in what way they will now communicate or react to you. They will likely at some point become more or become less subtle about what they think of you. They might be starting to send you messages as well, is what I'm getting. There might start to be some kind of movement here for your pile number 4. So we're going to have some last messages for you. And then I'm going to end the reading. Okay. Those are enough. Let's see. We have touch. So yeah, your person imagines touching you and just, having intercourse with you. That's definitely also the kind of touch that they imagine. We have kisses. So they imagine kissing you as well. Then we have music. So they like music because it sets the mood for something. I'm getting that they might be into some kind of heavy metal or hard rock, that kind of thing. They might be into that kind of music. And like they would also like to make love to you while listening to that kind of music, because it's not the kind of typical music you would put on while making love to someone, right? But they would really like that, to put on that kind of music while you guys are having fun together. Then we have arms. They want to hold you in their arms. This is something that they imagine. They imagine holding you in their arms, and again, they imagine like wrapping their arms around your chest, around your naked chest. And then we have the word naked. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, they imagine themselves being naked with you, and like I said, they're kind of like a freak in the sheets, even though they might not come across as that at first glance. But again, like your person also believes you cannot really judge whether you're going to fall in love with someone based upon like your first meeting. So he can also not really judge someone whether they're going to be a freak in the bed or not, just based upon like a few conversations that you had. So this was your reading, pile number 4. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you as well. In case it did, you can leave a like, you can comment, and you can subscribe so we can see each other in more videos like this. Bye guys!